Let's tell you a little bit more about my story here. So, I grew up just down the road from here. But my story really started to take shape in 2006. I'm going to take you back there. So I just graduated from the University of Florida. I went to go and work for corporate America, which was located in Jacksonville. And that's actually how I ended up in Jacksonville. I went to go get a job there. Quickly found out that corporate America was not for me. And I was looking for something different. Ended up connecting with some great mentors and started this real estate company with a few friends of mine. That was back in 2006. And who was investing in 2006? Raise your hand if you owned any properties in 2006. Okay, so some of us have. You have, sir? Okay. What was it like in 2006? Was the market really hot?
Yes, very hot.
Market was really hot. So if you're a 20-something coming into starting your own real estate company in 2006, and you go out there and you start selling properties relatively easy, I'm thinking this thing is really, I'm thinking I'm awesome at this, right? I think that real estate's easy. I'm like, man, I'm so glad I left this corporate job. This is gonna be great. And so that's what my business partners and I thought about about real estate in general. That's what everybody thought in 2006, right? It was really easy to be profitable in 2006. And so I remember, trying this real estate thing out. We were trying everything though. We were wholesaling. Put your hands in the air if you've done any of these real estate strategies. I'm gonna try and name every single one of them. I may forget a few, right? Wholesaling, rehabbing, right, there we go. We've got some folks that have done all those. Lease options, rental properties, obviously I did that. You name it, we were doing it. And it was kind of a natural thing in that time, because when you're 20-something starting out and you don't have real estate experience, you don't have a big bankroll, you're trying to survive, right? You're trying to figure it out along the way. And that was us. So we did a little bit of everything. One thing that I'm most happy that we did back in 2006 is we started to buy rental properties. So we bought about 40 rental properties. It was myself and my two business partners at that time. And we built what we thought was going to be our retirement. Our retirement. That was not the business that we were in at that point to, make the money to keep the lights on at that point. We were focused on all these other strategies. But that was our retirement. We understood the power of building a rental property portfolio and doing that and seeing the compounding effects of that over time. And so we were focused on everything else other than rental properties. And then 2007 happened, right? 2007, 2008, 2009. What happened in 2007, 2008, 2009? Did the market go up or did it go down? The market tanked, right? So again, put yourself back in these shoes, right? I left corporate America, I left this safe job. My parents were all happy about me having this safe job. I went out and I started this real estate company thing in 2006. I bought 40 rental properties, did everything else there, and then everything tanked, right? It was a very difficult time in my life. Lost a lot of money. Lost over $1 million in 1 year. That was just the worst year. There were a lot of other years I lost a lot of money. I remember what really bothered me and still kind of affects me emotionally today more than the money that I lost. I was young. I knew I'd recover. But I felt like I was letting everybody down. I felt like all those people that were sort of making fun of me for leaving corporate America were right. I felt that I was letting my parents down. I felt like my girlfriend at that time, who's now become my wife, felt like I was letting her down. Listen, most of the people who were investing with me or in the early stages were all my family anyways. So I was worried about losing their money. And it was a really difficult time. I'm sure some of you can relate. If you were owning rental properties in 2006 and went through 2007, 2008, 2009, owning real estate in general, it was a tough time. It was a tough time for me. It was so tough, I remember this. My business partner was driving to work one day, and he's a notorious speeder. He speeds wherever he goes. I won't let him drive when I'm in the car with him. I'm always driving. But it was in the depths of the market, and he got pulled over by the cop. And the cop was going through pulling him over, about to give him a ticket. The cop says, well, tell me, what's your job, son? And my business partner, Alex, says, well, I'm in real estate. And the cop says, oh, man, I feel really bad for you. I'm gonna let you off on this one. But so, that was just the state of things. Nobody wanted to talk about people being in real estate. Everybody was running, and it was really painful. So my business partners and I at that time started to look and see what was going right in our business, what was going wrong. There was a lot that was going wrong, obviously. But we started to look at the financials, and what we noticed is that we were losing money on properties that we were trying to speculate on. We were losing money on properties that we were trying to buy and sell at a higher price. What was actually working was rental properties, right? Because even though the market had crashed, rent rates do not follow home prices. So those 40 rental properties that I had acquired back in 2006 were still kicking out this positive cash flow. And it was like this epiphany for us at that moment. We realized that we were spending all of our efforts doing all these activities that were losing us all this money, and the thing that was thriving, even as the market crashed around it, was our rental property portfolio. And we're like, holy cow, we're missing the boat here. The other thing that we really had going for us is, we were 20-somethings. There were 3 of us at that time. And how many, 20-somethings buy 40 rental properties, right? I did not come from a family of wealth, or from a family of privilege, or from a family of real estate knowledge. My business partners didn't either. This was something that we created on our own. And it was an intriguing story. And so for these first few years, we had friends and family and clients and folks that we had shared our stories with that were intrigued, and they were constantly saying, how are you guys doing it? How'd you build this portfolio of rental property? How are you doing this? And I just remember the epiphany that we had, and we said, we've been ignoring all this. Those are people asking us to do something for them. Those are people who want to share that same type of experience. We ignored them for like 3 years. And it took this terrible crash for us to realize what the combination of our true passion and what was really working for us, and the combination of what we were really built to do, because we were doing it so well. And so at that point, we stopped doing other things. All those 47 things I rattled off that we were doing in the beginning no longer became our business. And our business became taking this portfolio of rental properties that we had created for ourselves and packaging that same experience for you, or for you, or for you, somebody who may not be that person who's going to want to go and pound the pavement and make all those offers and renovate those properties and do all the management. We wanted to package this investment for others so that we could build a rental property portfolio for them. So that became our mission. That became what we did. That was what we call our hedgehog, which is the thing that we do over and over and over again. So I've taken you now from 2006 to about 2008 or 2009, and from then on, we have just absolutely laser focused on our turnkey rental property portfolios. And that's what we do. With Candace's wonderful introduction there, as we've been able to grow these portfolios, we've been able to serve clients, over 1,000 clients now, come from 43 states, 13 countries. And the coolest thing is the way that we get to do it. We get to work with really wonderful clients, and we get to work with a really wonderful team.